how you doing, dear? It's me, it's Jill, and I'm calling with a confession. Adolphus.
Hello?
Mr. Cotton, how you doing, dear?
Who is this?
I'm sorry about my voice, but I suffer from throat cancer. My name is Joe Rosenthal, and I'm a friend of Barbara's. Adolphus, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm sorry to call you this late at night, but the reason why I'm calling is my conscience has been weighing heavily upon me. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
I'm calling so late because my conscience has been weighing heavily upon me, and I know I'm not long for the world ever since I was diagnosed with the throat cancer. And I just wanted to tell you, Adolphus, that Barbara and I have been lovers for many years, and I just didn't want to go to my grave without you knowing.
What's your name?
My name is Jill Rosenthal. Jill.
Joe Rosenthal.
Right, that's me.
And you're what now?
What do you mean? I live in North Carolina in Oak City. And I was recently diagnosed with throat cancer, and that's why I sound the way I do. And I know I'm not long for the world. So I want to fess up. And I want to admit what I've done wrong. And ask for you. So, Adolphus, I've heard so much about you and what a great man you are over the years that I've been with Barbara. Did you ever have any idea that Barbara was seeing anyone on the side?
No.
You had no clue?
No.
See, because she always told me to keep it secret and keep it safe. Like they say in the Lord of the Rings.
So why are you telling me?
I told you I'm telling you now because I'm going to be dying soon. I have throat cancer.
Where you live at?
I live in Oak City. I live very close to you, not far from you. In Oak City, California.
Oak City, California?
No, not California, North Carolina. I'm on so many drugs I get confused sometimes.
Who is this man?
My name is Jill. JILLROSENTHAL. Jill Rosenthal.
So you want to speak to my dad?
No. I wanted to speak to Adolphus, Barbara's husband.
Well, he's asleep. This is his son.
Oh, my Lord Jesus Christ, sin Savior. I've just made a confession to the wrong person because you didn't tell me. I asked you, is this Adolphus? And you said yes.
Well, you want me to wake my dad up?
No, don't wake your dad up if he's already asleep. Maybe I'll call another time. So I'm guessing Barbara is your mom. She told me so much about you. She's very proud of you.
Well, thank you. Have a nice night.
Well, don't hang up on me. I've known your mother for many, many years. And we've offered each other comfort in times of need for decades on end at this point. We've known each other since the 60s, when we used together to smoke marijuana together.
Well, man, I don't want to hear all that about my mom.
Right, but you need to know. I think you need to know.
I need to know that about my mother.
I think you need to know the truth.
About my mom.
She's not a bad woman, but every human being is just that. The human beings, they make mistakes.
So she made a mistake.
I wouldn't consider her relationship with me a mistake at all. But I would say that human beings are... they're very easily able to succumb to pressure pressures in life and seek outside comfort and this and that.
So how could I meet you? Since you're talking about my mom.
I'm not saying I would never say a bad word about your mother, Barbara. We've loved each other since the 60s. And I apologize about my voice, but I told you about the throat cancer, and it's very hard for me to talk to you.
So you're telling me about you been with my mom?
For many years, since the 60s, back in the day, it was the free love era, where people would smoke the marijuana, and they would have anonymous sex with whoever was around, but...
So won't you hold on a minute, let me wake my mom up, you talk to her. I don't feel like talking to you.
No, she doesn't want to talk to me.
So why are you calling here to talk to my dad then?
Like, I'm telling you, I'm on my deathbed, and I'm trying to come clean. I don't want to go to the Lord with this weighing on me.
You should be talking to the Lord.
I've spoken with the Lord.
So why you want to tell my daddy that?
He told me I need to atone for my sins.
The Lord ain't told you no such shit.
He told me...
The Lord ain't told you no mess like that.
Don't say the brown word.
The Lord ain't told you no shit like that.
Don't say the brown word. S is the brown word. Don't say that.
Why are you calling then?
I'm trying to tell you what me and Barbara were up to for so many years.
You want to tell her son what's going on?
Right. It doesn't mean she didn't love your father, and it doesn't mean she didn't love you, but it means that she also loved me. We loved each other dearly for nearly 30 years.
Joe Rosenthal.
Right.
And she loved Joe Rosenthal.
Of course, yes. I love her and she loves me.
You white or black?
I'm black, although you can't tell because of the throat cancer. It's very hard for me to talk. I'm sorry. I'm a black Jewish woman.
You're a black Jewish woman?
Right. My husband Edgar passed away several years ago, and in my time of need, Barbara was there for me, and in her times of need, I was there for her. And I feel bad that I'm not going to be here anymore, and I don't...
So you're a woman?
Right.
You are a woman?
Right.
And you been with my mom?
Well, yes.
How you been with my mom?
I don't want to be vulgar about it, but everything you would imagine that a female couple would do together, we did.
Let's have it.
You know, there are times where she's had fights with your father, and she wasn't speaking to him. And she would come to me, and same with me with my husband. I would have fights with Edgar, and I would go to her, and we would comfort each other for many years.
What was your husband's name?
My husband was Edgar, Ed Rosenthal. I'm sorry to bring this all down upon you like this, but like I said, I'm not long for this world. You know, as you can hear from my voice, the cancer has taken hold, and I'm not going to be here for a whole lot longer. So I need to come clean. I'm tired of keeping this secret, and I need to be honest and open with everybody so that I can face the Lord and say, regardless of my sins, at least I was honest about it. Hello? What's going on?
What are you doing?
What's going on over there? Hello?
Hello?
Who else is on the phone with me now?
I don't know. I'm listening to you.
Okay.
I had to stand up because you really tripped me out.
Well, I'm sorry. I know it must be a big shock to you. Barbara's told me so much about you over the years. She's very proud of you. But maybe I'll call back tomorrow, if I make it till then. And, I'll speak to someone then. I'll you know what, I'll call...
So you want to speak to my dad?
I'll call back tomorrow. I was hoping to speak to Adolphus tonight, but I'll talk to him tomorrow.
What's your name again?
My name is Jill, Jill. L. Rosenthal. I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish?
Right. I'm a Jewish black woman. And I'm not ashamed to say so.
And you've been with my mom?
Right.
So how can I get in touch with you? Hello?
See, I don't know if that's such a good idea because you're sounding kind of hostile towards me.
All of a sudden I'm sounding hostile. I've been listening to you the whole time.
Of course, I would like to have a relationship with you because you're the son of my girlfriend. I would love to be able to be open and honest with you and speak about our times together and whatnot and so forth.
You're to shame yourself.
Listen, I'm going to call you tomorrow.
Do me a favor, don't ever call me. Don't ever call this house again.
Why are you going to be so rude like that to me?
Because, you know, I don't know who this is, but I'm disappointed.
Well, don't listen. Everybody is human. Everybody has human failures and foibles.
And you know what disappoints me?
Don't be disappointed in your mother.
This time of night and make up all these lies.
I'm not making up any lies, but I will admit I've had a little bit to drink tonight, and that's what has loosened my tongue. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had the nerve to call you. I wouldn't have been able to call you because I would have been, you know, especially with George Bush in the White House, and he talks about how gay people are evil and awful and the ruin of society, and me and Barbara, we've been dealing with this since the 60s.
60 what?
We probably met each other in probably the late 60s, probably 66, 67.
So how old was she then?
Way back in the day.
How old was she then?
She was the same age as me. I'm 87 years young now. So she's roughly 86, 87 right now.
My mama is what?
She's probably... I'm sorry. Oh, my Lord.
My mama is 87 years old.
I'm saying I'm 87, so I know she's only a year or two older or younger than I am.
I am disappointed. My mother
Don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. You can't blame a woman for looking for company.
My mother is 57 years old.
God bless her soul, and she looks good for her age.
My mama is 57.
That's what I said. I said I was 87 years young.
I said my mama is 57.
I'm sorry. Did I say 87?
Yeah, you said 87.
It's the medications I'm on. I'm sorry.
It's more than that you on.
Well, I told you. See, I'm being honest with you. I drank a little tonight, and I'm...
You 87?
No, I'm actually 62.
You're 62?
Right. They have me on all these different medications, and I'm not supposed to mix them with alcohol, but they tell me my cancer is inoperable anyway, so I figure, why the hell am I not going to get drunk?
So you thought you would call Adolphus and tell him that you've been with his wife? How long you been going with his wife?
Since probably about 1967.
67?
Right. We've known each other for that long.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to let you go. I'll call you tomorrow when I'm sober.
I appreciate you. Don't call.
Okay. I'll
Thank
call
you.
you tomorrow. What's a good time for you?
Please don't call.
What do you mean?
Please
Don't shut me out like this. You have no idea how important you and Barbara are to me.
So you gonna tell me where you live at so I can tell my dad?
I think I ought to tell him in person myself.
You gonna tell my dad? You gonna tell my dad in person?
I think maybe we set up a time where me and Adolphus and Barbara and you can all be there, and we'll have to come clean.
That you have been having sex with my mama. How long?
Oh, since at least 1967.
1967.
That's when we met.
Where y'all meet at?
It was a wonderful summer day, and we were in the park.
What about?
And I was wearing, at the time, I was going through a phase where I was dressing as sort of a 1940s or 1930s flapper.
Where were y'all at?
So I had sort of a mini skirt on and a little flapper hat on. And
where were y'all at?
Excuse me?
Where were you at?
Oh, this was in North Carolina.
What about?
This is where we met all these years. We've been so close, yet so far apart.
Where did y'all meet at?
In Oak City.
You met in Oak City?
Listen, I don't want to go into this now because I'm drunk.
Okay.
I'll admit to you that I'm drunk.
Okay.
So I'll call you tomorrow, and I want to set up a time where you and your dad and Barbara and I can get together and we come clean.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go to death with this hanging over me.
Okay.
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 Well, it was nice talking to you. Can I ask you your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael Cotton.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard so much about you. You know, Barbara's so proud of you.
What do I do?
I don't know what you do, but I know Barbara is so proud of you. She's proud of the man that you've become.
You ought to stop, man.
So I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll talk further.
Alright.
But please don't be angry with me. I'm very old, and I'm...
How old are you?
I told you, I'm 62 years old.
62?
Right.
You was 87 a while ago.
I'm highly medicated. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. I don't even know what year it is. They have me on all these different painkillers and muscle relaxers.
So you know you've been sleeping with my mom.
Well, right. I could never forget Barbara Cotton.
All right, have a nice night.
You too. I'll call you tomorrow.